Here comes this. A lot of track. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. That counter shot lands. That counter shot lands. Just missing with the right uppercut. It's all offense all the time. Back and forth they go. What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter, because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything, can break a man or make a man.
Both fighters landing in these exchanges, judge is going to have a tough job.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
They have no respect for each other's punching power. Unlucky to miss with that uppercut. Make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. As bad as boxing and there's the bell for round two. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
This fighter is all about finesse, using a lot of angles and lateral movement.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement. Moves left to right, box forward, box backward. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Caught up on how many times this guy gets hit. He's a slugger, Johnny, and you know he's just waiting for his opportunity to strike back.
Speed generates power. Timing is everything. If you've got speed, you can pop, knock anybody out. You've just got to hit them in the right spot.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Talk about Holmes in that last round. I promise you, all three judges here are going to give that round to you-know-who.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
I need you to focus on what you're doing.
Let's get it started in round three. That round was complete domination. Let's see if we can shake things up here in this round.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why?
And Larry Holmes goes down. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are right.
referee says they can continue, but how much more do they have left?
Well, then look at his corner, look for the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner, somehow get to the end of the round.
Swing and a miss with the right hook. Halfway through the round, and I think we all know who's winning here.
No doubt at all. You can see who's winning. You can see who's got it in hand. You can see who's comfortable. Or it's a bit of a mousetrap.
Well done with that counter shot. You'd like to see more jabs. That counter punch caught him clean. Watch that jab. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Seconds to go, and what domination we've seen in this round. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge. Back at it in round 4. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Punch, counter punch. Missing with the hook. Nice counter shot. That hook won't score. The straight right just misses. Beautiful counter punch. Make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. Close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. After what we saw, on to the 5th we go. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything.
Down goes Larry Holmes. And it's a one-hitter quitter. What a knockout shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Give me your glove.
So they'll make it up, and this fight continues.
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points for losing the round.
He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
They're giving us a high-tempo show. They're both trying for a knockout. Can't connect with that right hook. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Let's start the sixth. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, you've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Good counter punching. Punch, counter punch. Do you believe this? Two are the perfect dance partners.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? Big swing and a miss with the hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. You know that bell. And there's the bell for round 7. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant... Hold it right there! And the big fella stumbling backwards! Looks like they've shaken it off.
Ring Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
These two fighters are made for one another. Careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Holmes in that last. Round 8, and we're off again. That last round was... Whoa, wait a minute! And Bo is dazed. And Riddick Bowe is on the canvas. A big headshot, and he goes down. We have got to see that again in slow motion.
I need to...
1, 2, 3, 4. You still want to fight?
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
Hard, he's off. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot.
How about that time counter shot? No rest for the weary. We need to turn this around halfway through.
Is that ever hope? Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. It just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Good counter punch. Both men step back for just a moment. They're happy this round's coming to an end. 10 seconds left. Another win, another unanimous decision victory.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.